When a reporter asked Giannis a touchy question,
Do you view this season as a failure?
the internet blew up with his response. These moments were recorded after losing in the NBA playoffs to a team that they were clear favorites to. So let's dive into this topic today. Is there no failure in sports? First off, I gotta say, I'm not an NBA expert, but I wanted to cover this topic because I think there are some takeaways we can get in our daily lives from this. The one thing that stuck out for me was when Giannis said, "Do you get promoted every year for work?"
Do you get a promotion every year on your job?
And the reporter said no. And then Giannis said,
No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No.
as someone who's grinding all the time, this really struck a chord with me. If I don't make more money in a year or get more awards or credibility in a year, does that make me a failure? Am I a failure? But what if I know full well that I'm laying that foundation? A foundation that may not produce results right now, but in 3 years, it could produce a W.
Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure.
Yeah, it's an L on paper, but I know I'm laying that groundwork. On the other hand, careers are short, and this is professional sport. One injury and you could be done for. And if you finish top of the Eastern Conference and you still lose to 8th place over a series of matches, makes you wonder, right? So what do you think? Is there no failure in sports? Well, as long as there's winners and losers in sport, then yeah, there is failure. But in Giannis's view, he sees every failure as a step towards success.
It steps to success. Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure.
And I think him coming out with the statement that he did shows immediately after the game, look, I believe in this team. This is my statement to the world. And that statement is, I believe in me, I believe in us, and I believe we can improve. So in the current process, yeah, it's a failure, but if they win next year and the year after, is it still a failure? Or was it just a step towards success? There are a few other things I want to highlight that go into the mindset of Giannis. Here's a few quotes. The first quote is, I see myself as a student, trying to learn everything. The second quote I got here, the thing that takes me a step further is my obsession and discipline, not my skills. And quote number 3, he says, hopefully a lot of kids, if they see this, you got the mindset of improving every day. You might get yourself to a level you never thought you were going to be. And when you dive into the mind of Giannis and his past, well, in the interview he gave, that response is probably what you'd expect. Probably the only response you'd expect. And compared to the greats, just Google Michael Jordan quotes and see how many times the word failure is mentioned. It's part of the highs and lows of greatness. So look, I think his message overall is one of pure maturity. For all the young fans that are watching, this is going to inspire them to overcome setbacks. And I think his message is one that we can all relate to and it can inspire us in our daily lives. And that's what I'm going to do as I go about my work today. I'm going to love that process, enjoy the grind, and I'm going to keep going because today, this week, might look like a failure. It's an L on paper, but hey, this is a step towards success, and I'm definitely getting W's out here.
So why you ask me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. Some days it's your turn, some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year, somebody else is gonna win. Simple as that. We're gonna come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have a 10-day stretch with playing bad basketball. You know, and hopefully we can win a championship.
So, peace. Love the process, and let's keep loving our journeys.